Welcome back to more Legacy of the Duelist. Today, it's the champion versus the creator as we continue through the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Story arc and the current Duelist Kingdom arc, to which we seem to have... looks to be about 5 duels left in it. This one's a DLC match. The second of the 2 DLC duels you get for paying $5 for the Duelist Kingdom DLC. So guy's like, yo, where's my brother Pegasus? He's like, I'm gonna be coy, you know. It's like, it's not like it would hurt your little brother. He's perfectly safe and stuff by just taking his soul out of his body. If you beat me in a duel, we'll do it. We'll save him. Otherwise, I'll probably take your soul. And then he kind of stresses him out a little bit, and then we get into the duel. This duel was interesting. Ultimately, it was just made to show Pegasus's deck, which is Toon related, and kind of how he, you know, makes a fool out of Kaiba and ultimately defeats him. Alright, get a nice stretch. So, with Toons in a Toon type deck, we need Toon World. Toon World lets us summon these Toon versions of powerful monsters pretty easily. So we're going to use Toon Table of Contents. And with it, we can pick up any Toon in our deck, including another Toon Table of Contents. We're going to pick up Toon World, which is the spell necessary to get things going. So let's go ahead and play it. Though it does cost 1,000 points. And this means we should be able to summon this thing by tributing the same number of monsters. It can't be normal summoned, but can be special summoned, but it still requires a normal summon. They wanted to make sure you can't normal summon this in any deck. So what they did is said you can normal summon him, but we'll treat it as a special summon and you need Toon World for it. We also have the Shine Palace, which we'll be using with Blue Eyes Toon Dragon to make him a 37, so that'll be good. Apparently we can fuse, so we can make Bakuri Box. This is another thing he had, so I guess we'll have that. For now, though, we don't have anything. I guess we'll think about stealing something soon. Though, if I could, I'd like to steal something that isn't trash. Like that. That looks like something I would love to steal. Yeah, I think I'll take that. Sorry, Kaib. Gonna have to do this to you. And the Shine Palace. Negate attack. I believe this is the first time it was used in this duel. So whenever I see certain things set, I'm like, okay, what did they use in the show? And I kind of like have an idea. That's why I felt like that was going to be a pretty safe move. Unfortunately, him knowing that allows him to go on the defensive. That's fine. Pot of Greed. Maybe I can find something I can use here. Tuned Mass Sorcerer. Also, if Toon World is destroyed, all the Toons go with it, which is an interesting concept. Gotta kind of be careful. The defense of this is actually pretty bad shit. Probably shouldn't have done that. You know what? No, screw it. I don't want him getting any life points. There's my big guy. Oh yeah, I forgot. Toons can't attack the turn they're summoned. Summoner's Art to get a new Blue Eyes. Uh-oh. I forget, can he target Toons? Pretty sure he can. Yeah, he can. Okay, I'm fucked. For some reason, I also got the anime rules fucked up, in which they also said you can't even target these Toons for anything. Okay. I don't need that. I don't need 2 clowns. I'll special summon my Toon in defense mode. Alright. We're on the defensive. Unfortunately, Kaiba's still kind of bullshit. All the animation. Backgrounds look so bad. Oh my god, they look bad. Unfortunately, I really have nothing I can do. I probably should have said that, by the way. Alright, you don't need to do it every time. I don't want to... You can pause? It's like, yo, you don't want to miss this action, you should pause your duel. Like, don't want to miss the action of turn change. Well, there's Dark Rabbit. And guess what he can do? Fucking nuttin'. And as usual, most Duelist Kingdom duels, or at least the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels, are gonna amount to, I don't have anything to compete with this big monster, then I'm fucked for a while. That's kind of what these shows were. Like, the beginning of it was just beat sticks. It's like, if you have a bigger thing, you're in trouble. At the very least, I can start outpacing him with summons. Toons are totally free. Feel like he'll go for the face-up one. It's safer. Like, it's safer for him to go to that than to go for my face-down monster. It's like the AI needs more insurance than anything else. It'll still attack if that's the only option, without hesitation, but... Let's put Curry Box's stats. It doesn't actually do anything for me, so I don't have a reason to summon it at all. And unfortunately, the abilities of Crass Clown and Dream Clown are really good. If they change battle positions, but we don't have any cards that allow us to do it immediately. You usually need a lot of setup for them. And since I can't, it's bad. It's bad. And flip summons don't count, even though it's like you're turning it face up, that doesn't count as what you need to get them to work. So we just gotta hope that he doesn't summon multiple monsters so that we don't lose our support. We're gonna lose. Like, this duel is not winnable in this way. Like, he got a Blue Eyes out and there was nothing to respond to, which is disappointing that that's what a lot of these duels are in the beginning of, here's a big monster. We don't have enough cards for you to really respond. And Toon Defense, which I guess could work if I had Toons out. I don't. We're gonna go ahead and surrender. That's the first attempt at this duel. Let's give it another shot. I always want to go second, so the computer will always go second. I've changed. When I was a kid, I always wanted to go first in this game. But now they changed the fucking rules of the game, so it's bad to go in that order. Maybe he'll summon a Hitatsumi Giant and then try and hit me. And then he'll take damage. Dark Rabbit has okay defense. He has okay defense if this was fucking maybe 8 duels ago. But now, not anymore. Not anymore. Parrot Dragon. Because Pegasus is cartoon themed and joke themed, and I can't do anything. Yeah, he's just throwing big stuff. As expected, they made this duel hard for dumb reasons, which is you need to have good Toons set up immediately. And that is something I cannot and most times will not have. Kaiba has a bunch of monsters that have high attack stats that can be summoned immediately for instant gratification. And Pegasus has Toons that mostly don't have decent attack except for, say, Goblin Attack Force. And the rest of them just need special conditions to be met and cards to be drawn, and I've lost again. This is gonna suck. But I think this is also a way to reinforce, hey, why not use use your own deck, you loser. But no. Because if I used a user deck, I would fucking pound everything. With the DP I have, I just use another 10,000 on packs, and then assemble something with decent flow, with Exceed monsters, with Synchro monsters. Wouldn't be that hard. This, however, is a story mode, and Pegasus is not going to be using stuff he shouldn't use. Already we have a problem. It's that we don't have a super good move here. We have 2 things we could summon. I will set this, and maybe he'll summon that one monster he has that has 1300 attack. Please do it. Please. Ah, it's a Battle Ox. Alright, so I have to be able to beat a 1700. He set 2 cards. My eyes are rolling back into my skull. I drew another one of these. That is a fucking dead draw. That's another terminology for you. Dead draws whenever you draw something and it's like, well, fuck me. This early, I'm already giving up on the duel. That's how bad this can get. I'm out of drink too. This is unfortunate. Toon Alligator. Fucking know it, fuck it. We're going into montage mode. Unless this next match is the one I win, I'm gonna be cutting to my various failures. Because this is rough. Rabbit Horseman. It's a Battle Hawks and Mystic Horseman fusion monster. How close can I get to make this a more personal experience? Scissors. Fuck me. Let me guess, second. Oh no, I get to go second. This may be good, because when you're first, you get to headline, but you also don't get to draw an extra card. And this early, where there's not a lot of broken mechanics in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yet, second turn is better, because you can attack first, and you can respond to whatever your opponent did. And which is something I can do. Let's use the pot. Let's toke a little bit. Let's Graceful Charity. 1, 2, 3. Alright. That's pretty good. I actually like some parts of this a lot. Do I need Toon Goblin Attack Force? Yeah, definitely. Drop the rabbit. Next, we're gonna take some damage to activate Toon World. And then... that's actually pretty damn good, now that I realize. Special summon you. Summon Toon Goblin Attack Force. And then special summon, because I forgot that this, even though you tributed it, is a special summon. Finally a hand I can deal with, and I can steal a Blue Eyes if he brings one out. And Toon Defense. If he somehow gets something bigger than Blue Eyes, I'll just have it attack me directly. The reason that a Toon deck can be fucking amazing is for when I get to attack. I can't attack yet, but next turn, if my opponent doesn't own a Toon World, I get to bypass the fourth wall, I guess, and attack him directly. What is my face down again? An opponent declares an attack. Oh, it's a continuous. I might as well activate it now. Does he have a response? He doesn't. He probably has negate attack, though. If I was to guess. Allow me to do that. Make him sweat. Yes. We also have to pay life points to do these attacks, so 500 points per attack. Why do we have to do that? My canon answer? Animation budget. This is fine. He'll summon the Blue Eyes. He'll swing. He will not swing. Interesting. He actually went for that. I guess because he knows that I'll generally just try to direct attack instead. But what he doesn't know is I'm about to steal it, and we're about to get in real deep on damage. Like, real deep on damage. Like, next turn's kill turn. And I don't have to pay... oh, I do have to pay life points no matter what. I was gonna say. Well, glad I've been corrected, but Kaiba's down to 800 points. Not much he can really do with this. Ah, yeah, he does get some. He gets some breathing room. Yeah, he lost. Okay, good. So, okay, the first duel I do, as soon as I say I'm gonna cut if I lose the next duel, it happens. So, if you attack a Wall of Illusion, it's that attacking monster is bounced to the, back to the owner's hand, and he owned that monster. That being said, we are done here. Okay, every single time I think I'm not gonna win. And I'm like on a 3-game losing streak. And I'm like, the next game is probably gonna... it's the montage has started unless I win. Every time. Well, you lose. So then, Pegasus, looking as sugoi as possible, steals Kaiba's soul and his apparent character art that was on the screen. We obtained signature card for Kaiba in that duel, which was Shadow Spell, which he used to bind the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon in the show. I remember that. Crush card, that was a classic. I think Crush card got unbanned recently. Might have gotten rebanned though. At this point, I think I'll go through the story and then end before the duel starts. How about that? The time had come for the Duelist Kingdom Tournament Finals. There are count them, 4 finalists who assembled into the castle with 10 star chips. Yugi's like, yo, I gotta win for you know, my grandpa. Joey's gotta do it for that operation. And then Bandit Key's like, I gotta do this cause money, and I don't like Pegasus. And Mai's like, money. And so Maximilian Pegasus is like, alright, here's where the last great Duel Monsters duel shall be waged to essentially become king of games and the winner of the tournament. So, the victor will be granted one request, whatever his or her heart's most desired. And he can do it. They'll also be the ranked #1 in the world, so that's pretty good. And then they just talk about their motivations. And the bracket has Yugi facing Mai first, then Joey and Bandit Keith, and then one more match, and then should be all wrapped up aside from a battle with Pegasus. And Mai's like, you know, I'll give him an honorable duel. I'll do everything in my power to have a super legit duel with Yugi, because he's a nice guy. So, you know, character development and all that good shit. We'll be dueling her in the next episode. Bit of a short one, but next time we'll duel Mai and maybe duel Bandit Keith. Depends. It depends how bad she's gonna be, and I'm gonna say probably really bad. Either way, until next time, everybody.